So warriors, I just wanted to explain the reasons as to why I became a vegan. So I grew up in a family who ate meat and fish, pretty much everything, but not like everything. But so that technically meant that for the first 20 years of my life, I was eating meat, just like without knowing anything of it, like just eating anything that was cooked for me, and not thinking twice about what was actually on my plate, until in my early 20s I realized that there was a massive kind of thing inside of me that was like, there's something not right about eating meat and fish and just animals. And as that started to grow in me, I did a lot of research and educated myself on what meat was actually all about, what it does to your actual body. And I think the main reason for me turning into a vegan was for morality reasons, and the kind of hypocrisy element, because I'm a very big animal lover, so I couldn't understand why I was eating meat. So finally, once I understood the complete truth about this, I stopped and I never went back to eating meat. So I've been vegan for about 6 years now, and I can say it's the best thing I've ever done in my life, and there's no hypocrisy anymore. I don't feel like I'm doing something awful when I put, by kind of being a consumer of meat products, animal products. And I think eating meat it has become a very normalized thing, and lots of people don't actually realize that there is so much behind that piece of meat that sits on our plate. There is so much. And one of those things is that animal gets killed. And I'm not going to use the word murder, but I'm going to say it gets tortured and killed to come onto that plate. And you saw those nice clips with me and those animals. I can't believe sometimes that those poor innocent animals, these innocent loving animals, get tortured and abused, and millions of them. And I didn't want to be the one eating them. It's as simple as that. And I think when we see the meat in grocery stores and, in takeaway fast food, wherever, it's presented really nicely to us. So, meaning it's like packaged nicely, so it looks like it's all ready to go and ready to eat and ready to cook. The thing is, they never show you the processes that lead up to that nice looking piece of meat. They don't show you those last few seconds of that animal before the animal's getting killed. They don't show you their eyes. They're scared. They're in pain. And we need to understand that this isn't normal. These animals being chopped up, the fish being taken out of the water, all these other animals that die so that human beings can eat them. I'm not just sitting here and talking about farm animals. I'm talking about all those exotic animals, all the people that eat all sorts of things out there, like kangaroos and crocodiles and insects even. There's so many things people eat. I just think it's not normal to cause suffering like that for another animal. I think it's time to look at the meat industry and the cruelty in all of this. It's time. And I'm just standing here saying I'm one of those people who understood that quite early, and never will I go back to eating meat. So and I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the health benefits to eating plant-based food, because I feel like many people already know that. And I can say it is a wonderful, wonderful way to live, by nourishing yourself and thriving with plants and fruits and legumes and, you know, the things that grow from the ground, the raw foods. And when you cook these wonderful foods, it's so much better than cooking up a dead animal. So guys, I hope that makes sense as to the reasons why I became a vegan. And yeah, the initial thing was a very strong gut feeling. It was a sudden realization when I had a chicken in my hands. I just, in a split second 6 years ago, everything changed all of a sudden. I was like, this is actually a dead chicken. And then that's when it all started. I love you all very much, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And I hope this video just, I don't know, helped you out, made you think a bit more about what's on your plate. But in no means am I forcing anyone to become a vegan. That's not my place. But I think there's something beautiful about being a vegan. I love you all very much, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.